Hey guys, what's up? Total Roller here, and today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make a Microsoft Visual Basic, fake virus, we call it. So, without further ado, let's get into this. So, open yourself up a new project. There we go. Windows Forms application. And then here's our first form. The only importance of this form is to try to make our victims click on a button that will bring them into this fake virus. So we can name it as something else, something that they'll want to click on for some reason. Something called like website hackers, so I'll make it so that they'll want to go hack a website. And by the way, this isn't really for people that are. This isn't used to trick people that are experienced with computers at all. So that's not going to really work out too well if you try to do that. So this label 1 is just going to actually be the name. I'll call it Website Hacker Pro. I've already made 2 versions of this, but they were previous versions, and this one should be the last. Those we're just testing out to make sure I had everything right. Screw off, mouse. Let's make my font 20. There we go. And then I guess let's add a text box. A text box. Like so. Then we can add some radio buttons. So for them, you're going to want to bring out a group box. I'm actually going to make it full size. I'm going to drag it down a little bit. Actually, instead of just making one text box and a group box, I'm going to do something like this. I'm going to get 2 text boxes, Isers, and Steins. I don't know why I just said that, but I could care less. Okay, so we have a group box and 2 text boxes. Now let's add the button. This button is the only thing that we're going to be editing. Everything else is of minimal importance. So let's call this one site URL. Oh. I don't know how well you guys can see this, but it doesn't really matter. I'm trying to explain everything I'm doing anyways. Message to site. Whoa, sir. Okay. And then in this group box, we can call group box 1 options. And then in here we can add some radio buttons. Just for looks. Just for looks, that's all. I guess let's add 4. Like a boss. Then we can make this all a little bit bigger. Drag this over so we can make the font bigger now. Let's give you a 12 font instead of 8.25 like a faggot. There we go. Like a boss. Okay. So now let's name up our radio buttons. Actually, yeah. radio button 1, let's call you crash site. These will just be like options that people can do. And these won't be people that are experiencing computers, so they should be able to fall for all this. Override server. Whoa, Hypercam, get off my screen, you crazy bitch. Yo. Radio button 3. Taco? No, let's not call it taco. Let's call it nuke site IP. And let's just call this one like hack domain. Like a boss. Button 1 should be begin. Like a boss. Font 16 like a boss. Okay, so we're on our way. So now let's actually double click on begin. And here you're gonna want to type in, well, first of all, before you type anything in, you're gonna want to go to project and add a Windows form. Let's call this form2.vb. We'll edit that later. So go back into here and dim form2 as new form2. So this makes it so that when we start up the program, the form2 won't just pop up when you open up form1 until you get the command that tells it to. So next, Rooney, you can just type down some stuff like do some message boxes. But instead of doing message boxes, I'm going to open up form2 right away. And because on form2, oh no, is going to be an error thingy-majigger. On form2 is going to be this here threat alert. It's just basically where your computer shows if it finds a threat or a virus on your computer. So, to make our little fake virus more convincing, let's drag ourselves on a picture box and cover up as much of the form as possible like a boss. And now, in this picture box, choose an image, double click on local resource, and then go find your image like a boss. There's your image. Ooh, that's not what my image is shaped like, sir. No. This doesn't work for me, good sir. And like a boss, we're gonna name it Microsoft Security, because that's what it's called. It's actually called Microsoft Security Essentials, but I don't care. We'll call the form Microsoft Security. So /form arrow Microsoft Security, like a boss. And now we'll make it when they click on this, it'll start opening up message boxes and stuff. So to do that, double click on your picture. And then you can just type in whatever you want. So when they click on that picture, stuff's gonna go down. Message box, you can just say error, virus detected. And I'm gonna pause the video and I'm gonna type in all my little errors, message boxes, and open up a whole bunch of random files that don't make sense. But I'm assuming you guys don't just want to sit there and watch me type in a bunch of message boxes. So I'm going to pause this for you guys, and I'll resume it when I'm done. See you guys in a couple seconds. Hey guys, I'm back, and as you can see, I've changed up a lot of stuff. All this stuff, everything under the private sub picture box 1_click, everything there under here, you guys can do whatever you want for this part. I'm just making message boxes, shelling something's opening up a program, so I'll basically walk you through what I did. Message box error file millennia worm worm.exe is causing damage to your system. Error. So that's a message box that pops up saying that. Then I shell a bunch of programs like calculators and stuff and CMD. Then another message box comes up. Error virus. Then a bunch of letters and stuff. Detected. Error. Then shelling some more programs. Then message box error trying to delete files. Millennia worm.exe error. Then a bunch of processing message boxes. Then shell some more calculators. Message box error virus has infiltrated files. Please reformat .c in order to prevent further damage. Error. Sending files millennia worm.exe to all emails, IPs, and retortion centers. And then last one is virus 66 whatever has deleted all information on this computer. Effects will take place on restart. And then I have a loop. So it's do message box, Windows critical error, close this message box. So you can't close it. And then shell shut down -s minus. This last one is shutting down your computer. And then it says terminated shutting, or computer terminated shutting down as the message pops up. So all I really did there was just make a bunch of message boxes and stuff to make it more believable and interesting. Sort of just adding texture to whatever you're doing. So I'll show you me running this. I'm gonna have to stop it near the end right before the shutdown happens. Okay, so let's run this. Hold on, I'm just gonna close some programs so that my computer doesn't rage quit. Okay, so let's get into this. So none of this matters, you guys remember that, no matter what you put in anywhere. None of this stuff here does anything. Begin. Then this little thing comes up. Click on it. A bunch of calculators. There's a lot of calculators here. What's that? Oh, error virus detection. Then this is the looped message box. Okay, I understand what's happening right now. After a loop happens, I don't think you can actually do anything. So I'm going to say restart, and then I'm going to cancel. So I can't show this after that loop. So you sort of have to choose. I think this is a little bit cooler than the loop. So the whole shutdown thing's got to come before the loop. Let's try this time.
You ever seen one? I've never seen this. What is the practical application? That's going through my head. I haven't seen one myself. To have this all built in like this in a tiny little desk. Nobody's going to buy this for the children. I have been collecting guns and weapons since I was 10 years old. I've never seen it.
Doesn't seem to be showing that shutdown program very well. But I don't think that really matters a whole lot. Either way, it's still cool. I'll figure out how to get the shutdown program going.